I may not be a Halloween girl, but I do love the vibes of this time of year because fall is the ultimate season. So we're gonna be doing a vlog where we just do a bunch of like cozy activities for fall and Halloween. We're gonna be reading spooky Halloween-esque books. So let me tell you the book lineup for this week. So first book that I'm actually currently reading is Deadly Occupants. This is, I believe it's a YA thriller fantasy question mark. I don't really know what it's under. Everyone says it's a thriller, but it's under as a fantasy on Fable, so I'm not sure. And people have said this is Pretty Little Liars meets like a paranormal thriller. The only thing I know about this book so far is you're following this girl named Blair who is in college and she lives with her best friends, and one of her best friends is like obsessed with everything spooky and ooky and everything that gives you the chills in the night. For opening scene, they're at this haunted house and something happens to Blair while they're up in the attic, and then ever since that night stuff has started happening, like power goes out, her things are being misplaced and messed with, and the roommates are like, I swear it wasn't me, it wasn't me. So that's pretty much all I know about it. I don't really know much or like what the exact like main plot is because I'm only like 60 pages into this. So I imagine once I get a quarter of the way through this, like I'll know the plot. So there's that. And the other two books are also on my Kindle. I always feel bad when I read Kindle books because I think physical books are like better to look at because you guys can see the physical book, but I am on a budget. The other book that I'm going to be reading is One Dark Window. I'm finally going to be reading this book. Now, I don't think it has anything to do with Halloween or anything like that, but the cover screams Halloween, so that's why I'm reading it for this week. But I just wanted to say hello before jumping into the B-roll. So hello, and let's get started. Hi guys, sorry if you can hear my dishwasher going. I'm running dishes, but it is now the next day. It's Tuesday and I just hopped out of the shower and I decided I really want to bake cookies. So we're gonna make cookies. I'll put the recipe up on screen, like the picture of it, but I have it pulled up on my iPad. So that is what they are. They are butterscotch something, butterscotch oatmeal spice cookies. So we have all of our ingredients. The butter, I'm currently browning. It says to melt it, but I think brown butter will be good. So we gotta brown the butter and then I have to wait for it to cool. And then once it's cooled, we will come back and make the cookies. I just wanted to say hi to you here. It is a little bit later. Dinner has been had. I had a cookie. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I couldn't wait. I had to have one fresh out of the oven and it was delicious. So good. So 10 out of 10. Recommend that recipe. I will link it down below because it is not my personal recipe. But I wanted to give you guys reading updates because the last time we spoke, I said I was reading Deadly Occupant. I have since then DNF'd that book because I just couldn't get past the writing. I don't even know how to put into words how much that type of writing gives me like the ick. I don't know what it is. I just automatically, like if it starts sounding like I'm reading a diary of a 16-year-old, I'm like, oh, goodbye, be done. So that's that on that book. And I have since then picked up One Dark Window, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I'm not like into it, but I'm only 5 chapters in, so I can't really say much on my opinion. I feel like with fantasies you have to read at least the first 100 pages before you're like, okay, I think I'm gonna like this, I think I'm not gonna like this. So I am gonna give it a chance. I have been listening to it on audio when I was baking. That's helped speed up the process. I do think the concept of tarot cards being like the magic system is kind of interesting. I'm kind of confused right now. At the point I'm reading it, I'm like, what is going on? But I've heard that's normal with this book, and there's a certain point in the book where everything kind of clicks and you're like, okay, now I get it. I'm waiting for that moment. So that's basically all I have for reading updates. That's all I want to say. It is Tuesday, October 22nd. And weirdly, I'm feeling like tomorrow is Friday, but that's because Thursday, I have Thursday off because I'm going to take my mom to lunch for her birthday on Thursday. So tomorrow, I really just have tomorrow, and then I'm off, and then Friday, and then I'm off for another 2 days. So bless up. But I did wanna chat with you guys because I don't know when I'm gonna get another chance to kind of do a lifestyle-ish type vlog, because that's kind of like, this is gonna have lifestyle stuff in it. It's not just gonna be reading. This is just like a cozy weekly vlog. So I have hinted at a couple of videos that I'm moving, and I haven't really discussed that move. And not that I owe anyone an explanation, but I feel like after I do this move, you guys are going to be very confused because I don't exactly know how YouTube is going to go when I move, because I am moving back home. I've been trying to save for a house, and I live alone. I've lived alone for years now. Like literally, this is my, well, technically my 5th year living alone, but my 4th year here. Before that, I lived with a roommate. So I've been on my own without my parents for a while now. And I have been trying my hardest to save for a house. But in doing so, I'm sacrificing so much. Like there's so many things that like I don't do because I'm trying to save for a house. And I'm like, I just kind of got to a point where I'm like, is it worth it? Like I questioned it. And so I was talking to my parents, and they offered, they're like, you can come back home and save for a house. That way you don't have to stress over saving for a house, because at this point I don't even know when I would be able to buy a house because it's just me. And I used to think, oh, I'll just wait till I get married, but the closer I got to 30, the more I was like, why am I waiting for someone, like another person, to come into my life for us to buy a house together when I can buy it myself? So yeah, I am moving back home. And I've gone back and forth 100 million times. My biggest thing was being 30 and living at home. I felt like a certain way, but I'm like, everyone has their own like path in life. And there's a couple other things that I'm going to be doing while living alone that I haven't been able to do living by myself. And I'm not going to really touch on those things because they are having to deal with mental health and like personal stuff. But I'm going to go through a whole journey next year, and I'm excited, but I'm very scared. So with moving home, I move home at the point you're seeing this video. I move home in a month, so at the end of November I will be moving home. I've known about this for a year. I just haven't said anything because I feel like when you tell people you're moving back home with your parents, they just think like, oh, that's strange. But I can't help that the world sucks. And I unfortunately am living in a very bad time to where I can't really afford to live on my own and have things that I want to have. Anyways, enough topic. I kind of gotten over that. So it's gonna happen the end of November, beginning of December-ish, and I don't really know how YouTube is gonna go. Obviously I'm gonna still film, but it's gonna be weird because I'm gonna have to have an adjustment from being on my own and being able to film every single aspect of my life to living with people that I'm gonna have to be like wary of what I film and when I film. So yeah, that's basically all I wanted to say. So bear with me this next couple of months to kind of adjust to living with the parents again. So give me good vibes because I'm, it's gonna be an adjustment and I don't exactly know how I feel. So, but yeah, that's it for now. I've rambled on for almost 8 minutes, so I will see you guys later. It's now Wednesday, and I'm in the exact same spot I last spoke to you guys on Tuesday. I have reading updates. I have been reading One Dark Window and I think I like it. Like, I think I'm into it. I'm kind of curious to see where this goes. The whole first quarter of this book, I was like, I feel like I'm missing something, and I still feel a little lost, but I'm getting to the point where I'm like, I think I know where this is going, or at least I think like where this is heading. I don't know how to really describe this other than you're following this girl named Elizabeth, who lives in this world where this infection took over from a mist and people got sick with the fever and then they got infected with magic. But the people that this first happened to, the ruler of the world, said like those people need to die because that's not good, they're infected. Well, Elizabeth ended up being one of those people, but her dad is like a very powerful man in this world, like a well-known man, and he took her to her aunt and uncle's house, and that's where she's lived for the past 6 years. And so she has this voice in her head called the Nightmare too, and she's had that ever since. So he's like her little buddy. She does have magic. She hasn't told anyone, but she can see the color of certain tarot cards because in this world, the magic, like the magic is the tarot cards. It's there. I am still trying to learn it myself, but that's kind of the best description I can come up with. And then like there's a ball she goes to, like the equinox, and she meets up with some people that gave her trouble in the first half of the book, and now she's working with them. So that's pretty much the vibe. So we'll see where this goes. I'm 35% of the way through it. I'm almost halfway through it, but I treated myself to Panda Express because I just didn't feel like cooking, and I got my period today, so DoorDash. I haven't had Panda in so long. I got ragoons because you always have to have ragoons, and then I got a plate because this will end up being dinner tonight and then maybe lunch, or no, not even lunch tomorrow. Like dinner tomorrow or dinner the next day, which is how I like to get it. Honey walnut shrimp, fried rice, and chow lo mein. So I'll probably do the chow lo mein tonight, or maybe fried rice, I don't know, but honey walnut shrimp is my favorite thing. So like I said, this is 2 meals, which is great for me. Saves me money. And they never give me enough sweet and sour sauce. No. Okay, I'm gonna eat. I'm probably gonna watch the season finale of Tell Me Lies, so. It is now Thursday morning. It's around 9 a.m. I was just about to start getting ready for the day because it's my mom's birthday. I'm spending the day with her. Happy birthday, Mom, if you're watching. But I wanted to give you guys a reading update. So last night I reached the 50% mark of One Dark Window. I can't decide how I feel about this book because I feel like the pacing is so weird in this book, especially the romance. And I can't say anything without spoiling anything, but there was a certain chapter we got to, and mind you, she's only been at this castle for maybe a night or two, maybe, and he's already like being like, I'm so sorry, like I hurt you, like it hurts me to know that I hurt you. And I'm like, what? This character is obviously showing he has feelings for her, so when did that happen? And I'm like, did I miss something? And I feel like the whole time I'm reading this book, I'm missing something. And I posted it on Fable, so if you guys don't follow me on Fable, you need to, because I post often on Fable. And someone commented saying, I think it's meant to be paced like that because it reads like a dark fantasy, but I've read dark fantasies before, or no, a dark high fantasy is what someone said. But I've read high fantasy and the pacing is so much more slower than that. Like this is not paced like a high fantasy in my opinion. So I don't know how I'm feeling about it. Like I'm gonna continue reading it because obviously I wanna know what happens. And at this point, if the book continues to go like this, or at least my feelings continue to feel like this throughout the book, I probably won't pick up the second book unless something like happens at the end that I'm like, oh my God, I need to know. So I don't know, that's kind of where I stand with One Dark Window. But I wanted to come on here because I have a little bit of a haul for you guys. I have a book haul and a clothing haul. So let's do books first. So the first book I picked up was Daydreamer. I have not read any of Hannah Grace's books because I've heard they're very spicy, especially Icebreaker. Is that the title? Yeah, Icebreaker. So I haven't picked up her books for that reason. I'm not really one for spice. I don't read a book for the smut. And if you do, I love that for you. love that for you. For me, it's not for me. I'm much more of a plot girly. So if there is smut in here and it's not too much and it's done well and it's not just dumb for the sake of it, then I will like it. Also, I'm not really a romance girl, but What Emmy Reads posted this and said this is not like a typical romance from Hannah Grace. She said it's got more feeling in it. It's about this, I think she said this girl was neurodivergent, which I am as well. So I don't want to say 100% on that because I don't know, but I think she did. It was a while ago when I watched that vlog. It was one of her 24-hour reading vlogs. And she also said she loves Taylor Swift and reading. So I don't know, we'll see. I'm very curious about this, and I'm sure you guys will see it in a reading vlog some point soon. So there's the first book. And then the next book was Long Live Evil. And I've been seeing this everywhere on Fable. And this is for the people who love the villains, is what it says. It says a tale for anyone who's ever fallen for the villain. And I love a villain story. So I thought this was perfect. All I know is it's about this girl who makes a magical bargain with someone and she falls into her favorite fantasy series. And I think she becomes the villain, or maybe she is the villain, or maybe I don't really know. I haven't read much in it. I kind of want to go into this book blind, but I needed to. Holly Black and Leigh Bardugo, which are two OG authors of mine, blurbed them. So I was like, I have to pick this book up. So she's a chunker though. Like she is 423 pages long. But also this is long as well. 427. This is longer than that one. Okay. Now let's get on to the clothing haul. So I feel like I don't know why I feel like I have to justify myself for buying clothes, but I do. So a couple years ago, went through a huge weight loss. I lost X amount of weight. I don't want to say it because I don't want to trigger anyone, and feeling my best. And then kept that up, lost even more weight. And then I went through a 2-year period of time. I went through a breakup and then I lost my dog. And that just kind of did it for me. And I gained some weight back, and I've kind of been in denial about it until this year when I went to go try clothes on, and I was like, oh. And instead of beating myself up about it and trying to like kill myself to lose weight to fit into these jeans again, I just bought new jeans. It's just where I'm at right now. I know I will get back on it. Right now, this chunk of time where I'm at, because I'm moving and I have stuff going on in my personal life and work is busy. We're about to approach holiday season, which is the busiest time for me at work. Working out is just not on the list right now. So it will be. I want to get back into it. I think that will come after I move and kind of settle. But for right now, So I bought some clothes because this is just where I'm at right now, and I'd rather have clothes that make me feel good and look good and not make me feel bad about where I'm at in my life. So Old Navy is pretty much my go-to shop. I feel like they've had a glow up in the last couple years. I feel like people have slept on Old Navy until the last like year or so. I've always loved Old Navy. Their clothes have always fit me good. I feel like they're true, like their extra large is a true extra large. Their large is a true large. You get what I'm saying? Unless it says oversized. Because I struggle with going in and like, we all know how sizes work for women. It's bizarre. So these are all from Old Navy except for one. I'll show you the one. So this is my favorite thing I get from Old Navy. This is a staple of mine. This is does it say what it is? It doesn't say what it is, but I will link everything down below. This is just a simple white ribbed tee from Target. This was an impulse purchase. I've been seeing the cardigan trend everywhere on Pinterest and on social media, and I wanted to be part of it. And I've been looking for a cardigan for so long, and I walked into Target. These were on sale. These were on sale like $10 off, and they're so soft. So I got this color in the gray. I really wanted the red one. I walked around with the red one for a while, but I'm like, the gray one I would wear more. The red one I'll probably get pretty soon because I would love to wear it during Christmas time. But so cute. It's cashmere. It's the one button. I just have it on the one button because I'm actually gonna wear this today, but I love that. So I got 2 pairs of jeans. This first pair of jeans is totally out of my comfort zone. I never wear jeans. Actually, both of these jeans are out of my comfort zone because of this style. So the first jean I got are these green. They kind of look like work pants. And these are called the Sky High Wide Leg Extra High Rise jeans. And they're very loose and baggy, which I wasn't expecting. Next pair, these are also out of my comfort zone because I've never wore loose jeans. They're always like the mom jeans, or because I'm a millennial, they were the skinny jeans for the longest time. But these are the OG loose high-rise pants. And I really love these a lot. I think these will get a ton of views. I really want to buy more. So that's my haul. I'm gonna get ready because I need to skedaddle because I'm running behind because I told my mom I'd be there at 11. So let's get ready. Hi guys, it's now Friday. I haven't spoken to you guys since yesterday morning. Didn't film much yesterday, I apologize. Spending the day with my mom. But I wanted to give updates. I did my first workout, like weight workout, in a very long time, and I'm very proud of myself. It's the right step in the right direction. Reading updates. I am 80% of the way through One Dark Window. And while yes, I could finish it tonight, all I want to do is just sit on this couch, turn the lights off, and watch Vampire Diaries. I am itching to watch Vampire Diaries. I start my Vampire Diaries rewatch every single fall. I've never fully rewatched it. I've seen the whole show through. Of course I have. Who am I if I haven't? I just have never successfully rewatched it all the way through. I'll like start it and I'll get through season 1, or like I'll get halfway through season 1 and then like I just stop and don't. I'm so bad at watching television shows unless it's a show that like automatically hooks me. Like obviously the first time Vampire Diaries came out, like I remember the CW, it being on the CW, and I just remember watching it every single season and being totally in love. Same thing with One Tree Hill. When One Tree Hill came out, what was another one? Oh my god, back in Teen Wolf with Dylan O'Brien. That's where I first met Dylan O'Brien. I was like, Styles? What do you know about Styles? What was another show that I was like obsessed with? Oh duh, Gossip Girl. Who am I if I wasn't obsessed with Gossip Girl? I'm starting my rewatch from where I last watched it because I just went on and saw. I am like in the beginning of season 2, episode 1, so I'm just gonna watch it from there because obviously I know exactly what's happening in this episode because I've seen this episode so many times. So we're just gonna rewatch Vampire Diaries. That's the update. Nothing exciting happened today. I just went to work, so you guys didn't miss much, just working, and now I'm on my couch. So we're gonna watch Vampire Diaries.
He kissed Catherine, not me.
Good morning, guys. Happy Saturday. I treated myself to Starbucks. I got an ice pumpkin cream chai. It's delicious. I had one for the first time a couple days ago. Changed my brain chemistry. I love it so much. This is your sign to treat yourself to a little drinky drink. I did not finish the book last night, so I am about to sit down and finish this book while I have my chai tea latte, whatever it is. I don't know. So let's finish this book together. A hot minute since filming this video, so I realized I never filmed an outro and a wrap-up of One Dark Window, so we need to do that. I finished One Dark Window. Huge disappointment for me. All my thoughts that I said throughout the vlog, I still feel to this day, and I think it's been almost 2 weeks since I read that book, and I still feel the same way. I don't know what was the disconnect with me for this book. I don't know if I've put too much pressure to really like this book because it is an overhyped, not overhyped, but it is a very hyped up book on Book Talk, and I wanted to love it like everyone else. And the whole concept of like tarot cards being the magic system, that's very cool, but I feel like there was so much missing in this book that just made me question a lot of things and be like, so what exactly does that mean, or why is this happening, or you know, I just wish there was more. And a lot of people have told me that the second book makes more sense, like it all wraps up, but I don't know if I want to carry on with it, so let me know if I should carry on with it because I don't really know. Download it on my Kindle, so it's there in case I want to. But also the Barnes & Noble exclusive editions, I can't not lie, I really want them. I did not like the book, but the Barnes & Noble exclusive editions are so pretty. Like Barnes & Noble did that, and I usually don't like their special editions, but they are getting so much better at it, and I'm just like, thank you. That's the end of this vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you guys are subscribing because I would love to have you here. Make sure to be kind to yourself and others around you, and I will see you guys very, very soon. Goodbye.